Sasha Shantel, welcome to my channel. If you are brand new here, then welcome. I do personal style, beauty, wellness and lifestyle on this channel, and if you are a subscriber and you keep rocking with me time and time again and supporting what I do, I really do appreciate you. Thank you so much for your support. In today's video, I'm taking you down a different path. We're discussing something quite different, and it's going to be a little sharing my tips for looking younger. Tips for looking younger and how I look younger, because the reason why I say that, I get a lot of people in my day-to-day life, whether it be at work, with my coaching clients, with my friends, family, you name it, people who know me in general will say to me, Sasha, you're aging very well. And I mean, what does that look like to people? Like, everyone has their own interpretation of what aging well looks like. And I'm 37, but many people tell me I look 27, and I take it as a major compliment. I really do appreciate it. That's a whole 10 years younger than what I actually am. And there's a lot of reasons why I think I look younger, and I decided to actually put a video together to share with you my tips on how to look and feel younger, because I don't look 37 in my opinion either, and I don't feel it. I sure as hell don't feel what 37, I guess, is meant to feel like in terms of society standards. We have this idea of what being or approaching 40 should look and feel like, and we get told a certain way of how to dress and how to do our makeup and how to do our hair and all the rest of it. It's all these standards that we're taught to have to like start to work towards as we approach a certain age. And my answer to that is no, we don't actually have to do that. Like, me as a person, I do as I want to do, I dress as I want to dress, I wear what I feel comfortable in, I do my makeup how I see fit, and really I want to put an end to conforming to the standards set out by somebody I don't even know, or someone we don't even know out there. It's nothing to do with us. My first tip to you before I even go through my list is just to be yourself and be authentically yourself, and do whatever you need to do to be who you are as a person. That is number one, and from that alone you're going to look a lot healthier because you're comfortable in your skin. So, you know, it's for me, it's humbling to be told that by people who are much younger than me, that they thought I was the same age as them. And I do think over time, as life has gone on and years have gone on, I have been doing stuff, even subconsciously. It's not always something I consciously do, but subconsciously I was doing it, and I think that's helped me in the aging process. For me, approaching the big 40 is pretty exciting. I feel excited to hit the next level because it's the next chapter, and I'm the author, I'm holding the pen. So however that chapter goes, it's all dependent on me. But I know that making certain choices in life will make me look and feel a certain way when I hit that big 40. So number one on my list for the things that I do to feel and look younger is exercise. So I am the first person to say that exercising is something that is important. You need to make sure you exercise your body. It's good for your physical health, it's good for your mental health, but I don't always do it as consistently as I should be. So one of the things that I've set as a goal for 2023 is to make sure that I implement exercise into my daily lifestyle, because exercising does so much for my mood. It makes me feel so good mentally, physically. Overall, I just feel better when I've started my day of exercising. We know the benefits of exercising. If you don't, you need to Google them and get down to that, because everyone has an idea of how beneficial exercising is. Not everybody enjoys exercising. Not everyone jumps out of bed and gets excited to do their workout. Like, let's be real, not everyone's into exercising in that way, but I think majority of us understand the importance of exercising and what it does for the body and the brain and just our overall well-being as a human being. So if you haven't started and you feel like you need to, you know, the best thing to start with is walking. Like, we've literally, and I talk about we as me and my mum, and also me and my boyfriend, we've gone walking and just set the step counter on our phones, and we've actually just charted our steps, and it is so tiring just to walk, like just to walk 30-40 minutes straight at a certain pace, and to keep that momentum and keep it going. Time goes really fast, but by the end of it, you feel it. You feel it in the back of your legs, you feel it in your thighs, you feel it in your calves, and the way you feel in terms of your mood after you feel so happy and positive after a workout. So I honestly feel like looking younger is definitely linked to not only the benefits of fitness in terms of what it does to your whole body, but the mental capacity and how it makes you feel after and how it makes you think after. You know, those two things are really, really important. So if you don't exercise, I really do encourage you to step up your game and start exercising, because it will make you feel good and undoubtedly it will make you look younger. So that's number one of my things of what I do to feel younger. Number two, I've got a little list here, by the way, guys. So I use a day and night cream. I cannot tell you how many people I speak to who don't use a day and night cream. Like, I think so many people feel that they should only use a cream when they turn a certain age. I used to be a teaching assistant many years ago, and I used to talk to young girls in my class because it was an all girls school, and they used to always say to me like, oh, I'll start creaming when I'm 20, miss. And I'd be like, okay, we start creaming when we have the capacity to know what cream is and be told how to use it. Yeah, we use cream as soon as we can in life. Like, literally, I hear teenagers saying, I'll cream when I'm 17, and my answer to that is you cream as soon as you are able to, my loves. Okay, you cream soon as you are able to. So many people still don't know that creaming is the number one thing to look younger. Like, I cannot even stress this enough. I honestly feel if you get the right moisturizer for your skin type, because everyone has different skin types, but doing the research and finding the right moisturizer for the day and the evening is imperative to looking younger. I know that there are many people who use their body cream on their face, and I talk to a lot of men, I'm talking to you because I know I have a lot of male supporters on this channel. Using Vaseline or cocoa butter you cream your body with on your face is not acceptable. Okay, I should do that little sound. It's not gonna work. You cannot be using your body cream on your face. And people will say, why not? I've done it for years. Because your face has a different type of skin on it compared to the rest of your body. Like, the skin on your eyelids is very thin and sensitive compared to the skin on your chin, for example. There's a different layer of skin on the body, and different parts have a different layer or a different amount. So therefore, you know, there's so much to the body. It's such an intricate thing, but that's why different creams are made for different parts. That's why you have a face cream and they have a body cream, because they're not the same and they should not be treated as the same. So I am I make a major point of saying to people that I know that if you don't use a day and night cream, you're missing out on that whole factor of taking care of yourself to the best level that you can. It's not expensive to buy a good night and day cream. You see all these articles, you watch all these videos, and people are literally brandishing these £200 super creams and whatever. I personally have used Simple product, so the product called Simple, for literally since my teenage years. Literally, I've used nothing else. But as I've got older, I've added more things as a concoction with that cream to make my skin that much better, and I'm gonna go through that on my list. So if you haven't invested or bought a day cream and a night cream, I suggest that you do, to make sure that you have that step forward to look younger, okay? Because it is a must, a must, a must. Number 3, I cleanse, I exfoliate, and I tone every single day. So many people, again, don't do these 3 things. They don't cleanse, exfoliate, and tone. So getting a good cleanser, getting a good exfoliator, and getting a toner, again, is imperative to having good, younger looking skin. So with me, I use a number of products, and I think I'm going to do a video where I take you through my morning routine in terms of what products I use. But literally, none of these things break the bank, and they don't have to. Please don't be fooled to think that you have to spend an arm and a leg to have good skin. Like, you don't have to do that. Obviously, if you enjoy using certain products that cost a lot and they work for you, then please continue to do that. But if you are like me, who have found that actually more affordable products have worked wonders for me, it's all about researching, trial and error, and finding what works for you. But it's important to cleanse your skin and get off all that excess dirt and residue and unblock those pores, to then exfoliate. And exfoliation is when you have those little beads inside of the product and it's quite rough and you just put it into your face in a circular motion, and it takes off all the dirt and debris and opens up those pores. If you have oily skin like I do, or combination skin where it's a mixture of oily and dry, then it's important to find an exfoliator that's going to work with your skin, because if you use the wrong ones, it can make the situation worse. Again, it's all about trial and error and doing your research. But for me, exfoliation has been the paramount thing to improving my skin and helping with my acne, and it's helped me feel more confident, because by exfoliating and cleansing and then getting toner on my cellar water at the end just to make sure all the dirt is gone, my skin has been like next level in my 30s. It's been better in my 30s than it's been in my 20s, because I found and took the time to research the right products for my skin, and I made sure I cleansed, I exfoliated, and I toned. Now with exfoliation, one thing I will say is that we don't do it every day, because it will affect the skin and irritate it, but it's important to do it at least a minimum of 2 times a week, because I swear, because of that, I just feel I look younger, because I've stuck to that process. I've stuck to the code. I have stuck to the cleansing, exfoliation and toning code point blank. So yeah, that's the next one on my list. Number 4, I offload. So what I mean by I offload is that I vent. There's like, you know, in England, so I live in England, and not everyone who watches the channel lives in England, but there's a whole saying that says keep calm and carry on. And it's like that whole English or British stiff upper lip where you suck in things and you don't say anything, and you hold it in for that sense of like pride, and, you know, not letting everyone know what's going on in your life, and have this this whole like, yeah, the stiff upper lip and just holding it in and not letting anyone know what you're dealing with. And for me, that's a no. That's an absolute no. Like, I don't think it's good to moan for no reason. But if you have something in your chest that you want to say, I will definitely suggest that you just say it. Like, it might not be everyone's cup of tea, and not everyone might want to hear what you have to say. And maybe you haven't got someone to vent to. Maybe you haven't got a close friend or family member like I do that I can vent to. But maybe that's why I will then say or suggest that you invest in a journal and start to write down how you're feeling, or get your voice note open on your phone and start to record how you're feeling. It is a major part, I feel, for the success of how well I look and how I feel, because I do not hold nothing in. During my teens, I used to hold too many things in. I'd be upset about things for days on end, and I used to have acne breakouts, and my skin would become overly clogged and oily. I'd get really increased acne on my back, on my chest, and I was just in a bad mood. And by holding everything and suppressing, so that's that whole idea of suppression, I was doing more harm to myself than good. And I was too concerned about how it's going to affect the next person and how would they feel about me. But, you know, one thing that should come with age is a level of I don't give a damn. Like, I honestly suggest everyone just get a dose of I don't give a damn and say what you need to say. Because at the end of the day, when you hold and suppress things in, the only person you're hurting is yourself. It's you that gets the short tail of it. You're the person gets the short straw. You're the person that won't. When you hold in things and you get the acne, the breakouts, the headaches and whatever, it's affecting your health, and undoubtedly it's then hurting how you look and feel. So I don't hold nothing back. Especially if someone asks my opinion. Listen, if you ask Sasha's opinion, be ready for the response, because you might not like it. Because at the end of the day, I'm not going to sit there and hold it on my chest so that you feel better about yourself. With age should come a level of, you know, you just don't care. You do for you, and not in a selfish way, but it's about being mindful of the fact that you are important and you spend 24 hours, 7 days with yourself. So if you're going to be unhappy in that space, holding in things and making everybody else feel better, the only person that's suffering at the end of the day is you. So I honestly feel by being vocal in how I feel and expressing how I feel in all areas of my life, I feel like I feel better. That cathartic thing of just releasing it makes me feel better. And I honestly feel in the later stage of my 30s, since I've decided to be that person who doesn't suppress anymore and says how they're feeling, I honestly have a glow that is undoubtable. It's undoubtable. So I honestly want to say to you who's watching this, say what you need to say. Okay, don't regret it. Don't hold, don't suppress, and don't hurt you, because it affects this and it affects this down the road. Okay, so that's my next tip, because that is like, for me, that's a big part of life. Next thing, I drink herbal tea religiously. So when I was like 15 years old, I had this thing where I wanted to be a singer. Now, I ain't gonna start singing down this camera because Sasha can't sing, but I just felt I had a singer's look and I thought I should be a singer. So I went to singing classes in my college and I joined a singing group, and the teacher said that if you drink herbal tea, particularly lemon and ginger tea, it will help your vocal cords. So fast forward to now 37, I don't think I've ever gone a day without drinking herbal tea. But aside from what the vocal, how it helped on that area of things, what it did for my health and my skin is next level. I talk to a lot of people who do not drink herbal tea, and when I say herbal tea to them, they're like, herbal tea, no, fix that, okay? Sasha's getting deep to you on this camera. Fix that situation. Herbal tea is life. Herbal tea is absolutely everything. In fact, you know, this channel is going to expand so much. I'm so going to be sharing the herbal teas, that the benefits of certain herbal teas and what they do for your skin, what they do for your overall body, what they do for your health, and what it can do for your mood. So many different teas do so many different things. They are herbal. Their benefits are undoubtedly absolutely massive. I can go as far as saying that drinking herbal tea has massively changed my life. It's helped my skin. It's helped my mood. It helped me when I was struggling with COVID, I swear. Like drinking ginger tea, drinking honey and ginger tea, drinking nettle tea, drinking green tea, drinking rose hip tea. The list is endless. The way I felt, I know I would have felt a whole lot worse had I not had those teas in my body. The benefits of herbal tea are out of this world, but I genuinely believe that because I've drunk so much herbal tea since I was 15 with no days off, that my skin and how I feel and how I look has been, without a doubt, affected or helped by drinking herbal tea. So if you don't drink herbal tea, this is your sign to get on the herbal tea bandwagon and just try and get one tea. And if you start on any tea, I suggest you start on green. You know, I think green tea and the benefits are out of this world, and without it, I don't feel that I would look and feel the way I do without it. So yeah, herbal tea is definitely my secret weapon. That is not much of a secret now. So yeah, so the next thing on my list is I take my makeup off with almond oil. So many people feel like using oil would then make your skin more oily, so they shouldn't use oil in that capacity. I have been brought up to do differently, and my mother taught me to take off my makeup with almond oil. So I buy the pure pressed almond oil from the hair shops, and I use that on my face to take off my makeup. And I swear, I honestly feel again that using that oil in particular has helped me look and have a certain glow. Even without makeup on, I feel like I have a good, healthy face and neck by the fact that I use oil to take off my foundation. I also use the oil to take off, just if there's no makeup on my face, I will use almond oil to wipe off the makeup, and then wipe off the dirt off my face, and then I'll just have a quick wash, cleanse it, and then tone it. So I have a process, but putting that oil in my face first just does a lot for me, especially around the eye area. And you know, do not feel afraid to use oil in your face if you have spot-prone skin. Please do your research about the benefits of what oil can do. It doesn't seem like it makes sense that you put an oily product on your face if you have oily skin. So what should happen is that you'll have more oil. I actually beg to differ. I think it's the opposite. I think it helps to unclog the pores. Certain oils are powerful. In a similar way to herbs, you know, oils have medicinal qualities that can do so much for the skin. And by using that on my neck and on my face, I swear to you, I honestly feel that taking off makeup with almond oil has been the massive changing. When I added that into my routine, I think I did it in like my 20s, I went up a level. Like it was a whole next level of progression. Like it was a whole next level of well-being. Like I looked better when I started using oil to take off my makeup. So I am suggesting, if you've never tried it, please do consider and look into the benefits of almond oil and using it to take off heavy makeup. You will thank me later. It's absolutely fantastic, and I feel like my skin is a testament to that fact. So that's another thing that I suggest that can be done to make yourself look younger. The next thing that I do is that I listen to songs and I watch films from my youth. I love old films. Okay, I love listening to old R&B, 90s R&B. I love going back in time because I honestly feel when you go back in time and you listen to those songs or you watch those films, a part of you goes back there, and in that time you were younger. So you start to feel the emotions that you felt when you watched that film for the first time, and you take yourself back down memory lanes when you hear certain songs to certain moments when you were younger. And I honestly feel that moment of looking back, even though in life we're encouraged not to look back in that way, reminiscing, I feel, gives that element of youth and keeps you feeling young and happy, because it's the way your mind is trained. It's going back to a key moment, and maybe certain songs didn't make you happy in that time, but there was a certain age that you was and a certain feeling you felt at that time. And I hope this makes sense, but really I take time to always listen to old songs and songs of my youth that really did make me happy, because when I listen to it now, that feeling I have just gives me that heightened mood and it makes me feel good in the present. And I feel by doing that, it helps me stay young and youthful and think youthful. So when I'm talking to a younger person and I'm rapping with them and stuff, you know, they say to me, I thought you're younger than what you are, miss. And I'll be like, because I'm young up here, I'm young in mind, and I keep myself young in mind because I honestly believe that thinking old makes you old. But that's going to be a bit down more in my list, so I'll go into that in more detail. Next thing I do is I use vitamin C serums and everything. So I have a vitamin C serum that I mentioned in another video. I'm going to put a link to that because I always say that, but I will put a link to that serum in the description box below. This serum is from Asda Supermarket. It's one of the best vitamin C serums you will ever buy. It is so affordable, and I literally mix it in my cream every morning and every night. So I use this serum in everything. It is a revitalizing, brightening vitamin C serum. I think it costs like £5. The serum is life. Like, you mix it with your face cream in the morning and the night, and you put it in your neck and your face, and I swear I am glowing. I am glowing whether I have foundation on or not. My skin has popped to next levels since implementing vitamin C in my morning and evening beauty regime. Like, it has just been next level. So if you don't use vitamin C, please do. There are so many good brands out there, high end and lower end, that have done wonders for so many people who use it in their routine. I cannot be without vitamin C now. I need it in my cream every single morning and night, and I swear it gives me that healthy glow, and it has been definitely implemental in me looking younger. And yeah, I suggest that if you don't know about some, you check out the one below and you start from there. Okay, so that's that. And the last thing I do that helps me to look and feel more younger is that, as I mentioned earlier on, I think young thoughts. Now what I mean by that is that I don't think that because I'm older I should then undoubtedly feel older. You know, some people, you'll see a 60-year-old or a 70-year-old who look like they're 40, and then you see a 40-year-old who looks 60 or 70. Now, there are many reasons for that. I'm not going to sit here and say it's just how they think, because that's not true. It could be health issues, hereditary stuff, and things like that. But for those who haven't got those issues and they look a certain way, for me, I have this belief that, you know, as a person thinks of themselves, so are they. So if you think you're old, you're going to look old. If you think you are unhealthy, you're going to undoubtedly be unhealthy. If you feel that you're unhappy and you keep saying it, you will undoubtedly stay unhappy. I know that for myself because that's how I've lived. Like, there's been times when I've been depressed, for example, and I'm telling myself all the reasons why I'm unhappy, and undoubtedly I've become more depressed because I'm telling myself all the things that are keeping me unhappy. But when I start to think happy thoughts and I start to talk about things that make me happy, or I play happy music, I then start to feel happier. Okay, I feel like aging is the same thing. I don't feel like I am approaching 40. I honestly feel like I'm Sasha in my 20s. I don't feel any different. Yes, I might feel a bit more stiff, but that's just down to not exercising or oiling these cogs. That's all it comes down to. But generally, I don't feel I should look or feel any more different to them years ago because I don't think that way. Aging for me is a graceful thing. It's a beautiful thing. It should be celebrated, and I'm not scared of it in any capacity. So I have no problem standing next to the next 20-year-old because I feel good as a 37-year-old. And as long as I keep them positive vibrations moving, I'm going to continue to keep looking like fine wine. Like, that's how I see it. And I just want to like just leave it as my final message, that you might be feeling a bit weird at turning. I hear 25-year-olds saying I'm my next birthday is 30, I'm old. Scrap that, please. You're not old, you're experienced. Okay, you are matured. You're like fine wine. You're getting better with age, and with age comes experience, and with age comes a whole level of a next level of beauty that you did not see or get the chance to see back in your youth. Like, this is the point now where you can get to that next level and continue to keep pushing yourself to be better and look better. I hope you enjoyed the tips that I have shared in this video. They are all authentic and true to me. It's the stuff that I do to make myself feel and look younger. Big up to everybody who always come up to me and say to me I look young for my age and want my secrets. Really and truly, those are my secrets. Those are the things that I do in my life to look and feel younger, and I hope you take something from that, and I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you want more videos like this, then please do, my loves, give me a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed, please do. Thank you for the 500+ subscribers. I appreciate you all, and I will see you in my next video. See you later. Bye.